The Battle of Sulcoit marked the end of Norse expansion in Ireland and was the first of three battles that highlight the career of Brian Boru. The battle took place during a military campaign led by Ivar of Limerick into gCais territory. AI 967.2 A defeat of the foreigners of Luimnech by Mathgamain, son of Cennétig, at Sulchuait, and Luimnech was burned by him before noon on the following day. U 967.5 Mathgamain, son of Cennáitig, king of Caisel, plundered and burned Luimnech. The annals only offer the above brief report of the battle and the plundering of Limerick the following day. The only extended account of the battle, including background, mustering, and aftermath, is found in the controversial Caisel Regalab. Background: in the year 942, 26 years before the battle, Brian Boru was born in a gCais village in modern-day County Clare. 12 years after his birth he was attending school at an Irish monastery. While Brian was at the monastery, his village was raided by Vikings from the city of Limerick. Brian's father was killed during the raid and power shifted to his son, Luimnech. In 953 Luimnech died and power shifted to Brian's other brother, Mathgamain mac Cennétig. In 963 Mathgamain formed an alliance with the Viking king Ivar of Limerick. In 964 Brian left with a group of followers to fight the Vikings whom his brother recently made peace with. Brian's ragtag army used guerrilla tactics against the Vikings whenever he had the chance. Although Brian's group took the toll on the Vikings also took the toll on Brian's men. In Brian's journal he noted that by the year 968 his group had only 15 surviving members after 4 years of war. Brian's brother, Mathgamain, decided to join Brian in his fight against the Vikings and break his peace with the Vikings. War in Ireland. Brian Boru and his brother, the illegitimate King Mathgamain of Munster, were consolidating the hold on Munster by directly opposing the Vikings of Limerick and their local Gaelic allies. The success forced Ivar into a hasty coalition with Mathgamain's rivals, including the elected King Malloy of Desmond and Donovan of High Carbery. In the summer of 968 Ivar and his allies gathered a large host and set about ravaging the ancestral lands of Boru and Mathgamain. The brothers called in the supporters and marched north from Caisel to meet their enemy on the wooded plain of Sulchuait. The battle was hard-fought and bloody, with fighting lasting from dawn until dusk, until Ivar's army broke. The gCais pursued the broken army, beheading many along the way back to Limerick, and stormed into the city, ruthlessly sacking it and massacring most of the inhabitants. Order of battle. The Irish nobles are known to have adopted some armor, large shields and the axe by this time. They fought by making an impetuous charge following a shower of javelins and darts. Brian is known for his extensive use of light cavalry, and the chronicles mention mounted troops for both armies. Caisel and his followers were renowned champions of unknown origin joined Brian just prior to battle. The Vikings are known to have fielded close to 1,000 mail-clad warriors. There is no mention of berserkers, but a contingent of champions were noted as fighting from horseback. A rebel Irish held in reserve were swept away with the Viking rout after having played little or no part in the battle. Their leaders were later hunted down and killed by Brian in subsequent campaigns. Battle. One day in the year 968, Brian sent out a small raiding party to bait the Vikings by having them follow the Mentler where the gCais were waiting. The Vikings fell for the trick and followed the men into the thick forest, leaving the safety of their fortress at a small rise called Sulchuait near the modern town of Sulchuait. Brian's men lied in wait. Although smaller in size, the Irish made up for it with the elements element of surprise. Confident in the numbers, the Vikings pursued them deeper into the forest. Brian's men led them to Sulchuait, and the Brian's men attacked. Immediately the Vikings were caught off guard by the Irish attack. Because of the tangled forest, the Vikings were unable to use the best defensive tactic called the Wall of Shields. Fighting alone, a Viking was no match for the Irish battle-axe. By midday, the Vikings fled and scattered in disorder, relentlessly pursued by Brian's men. The battle was hard-fought and bloody, with fighting lasting from dusk until dawn. The Viking line finally broke, and the Irish were described as beheading whoever they captured along the way. The disordered retreat left the Viking city of Limerick vulnerable to attack.